Logistics, which is you guys, are the heartbeat of humanity. We're not just moving boxes. We're not just saying, oh, the shipment, the container. We are the heartbeat of humanity, guys. Hello. Let's wake up the room. I want you to say to someone next to you and say, you're beautiful. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, that's you. You're sleeping. Come on, try again. The next word you should say to your neighbor is, I'm glad that you're here. Let's go. Not very glad. You sound very sad. Let's try it one more time. I'm glad that you're here. That's awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I want to first of all say thank you to FIATA, to VLA, and also the sponsors, Soul Trans and VLI. Of course, especially Mr. Turger, who is the president of FIATA, and you guys. Can we please give a round of applause to yourself for shaping the future of logistics? Round of applause, please. Awesome. I'm so glad to be here with you. And I want to ask, first of all, who here are Gen Z? Hands up if you're Gen Z. Wow, a few hands only. I thought I walked into the wrong room. But those, how about Gen Y, X, baby boomers? Who hasn't? Oh, baby boomers, all right, I see one. It's okay, you're senior. And those who hasn't put hands up must be still searching or use ChatGPT to find out which generation you are. But here it is, you can find out. But here's the fact, logistics doesn't care about what age you have. It only cares if you're willing to lead, which is why I'm here today. I'm so glad to be here. And in fact, we want to start this topic, right? The topic today is about green, resilient, connected, and how to become the leader this industry needs. And I want to start with 2 subtitles because this is too long to remember. Let's make it a simple one. All right, if you look at the screen, I have 2 subtitles. Can you read it with me? 3, 2, 1. Who are you? Now say to the next one next to you. Who are you becoming? We will come back to complete this sentence because you have to stay tuned with me. You have to pay attention. If you don't know what I'm talking about. You can't finish the sentence. So let's go. All right, I want to start with who I am a little bit. I am Kristy, as you already heard from the introduction. And you can see the screen that this is baby me, and actually you can see here is me and Mr. Turger. We knew each other for like almost 20 years. And I was not really choosing this industry. Who here was chosen by the industry? I'm sure everyone, right? Only one honest person in the room. All right. Now, I was chosen by the industry. I work in the online shipping, and I was traveling around the world. And then I went to my dream place, which is Australia. I got a sponsorship by Tow Global Forwarding. And then I got a job in DB Shankar during COVID, and I managed the team from Sydney all the way. And then I started this coaching program because I realized that logistics people, CEOs who are actually double age than me, they actually will listen to me. I have some magic, I guess. And then recently, we just launched a new brand called Zera, and it's empowering tomorrow's dreamers, which are you guys, the future, the new generations. As you can see, who here has dreams, right? Come on, don't be liars, please. Everybody has dreams. And when I was little, I dreamed to become an artist. Who wants to be an artist, right? Anybody? A few. I think you guys are not really very honest. I think everyone wants to be well known. I want to be an artist, but here's the problem. In Asia, your parents will tell you if you want to be wealthy and rich, what do you become? Doctors, lawyers. But if you want to become artists, broke or poor. And that's why I buried my dream. And a part of it is who I was. I didn't chase to be an artist. In fact, you can see I was on TV when I was 19. That was me, baby me. But I couldn't chase the dream. And because I didn't dare to chase the dream. Now, my topic is, who are you? I want to ask you this question. Who are you? Ask your neighbor, who are you? Who are you? Yes, he is. He's a guy. He know himself. Round of applause to Mr. Turgut. Well, oh, the same photo?
This is the new version.
Okay. Oh, still red lanyard. Red.
Go ahead now.
Oh, wow. I didn't imagine such an honor to be interrupted by Mr. President here.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So this is a very important question because if you don't figure out who you are, you got a big problem because your identity is very important. Now, I want to share quickly about two stories. One story was, if you look at the screen, this is the thing, right? If you don't know who you are, people will tell you who you are, right? And you don't remember who you are anymore. Now, this is a story. If you look this mini, when I say fat, it's a little bit mean, but that was me. I was in online and I was promoted as a manager when I was only 19. And here's the thing, there's a senior guy walked to me one day. Oh, Kristy, you, manager? Look at your shape. Manager shape first. That hurts. And that really hurts. But you know what? That day, it transformed my life because I have a choice to make. Whether I want to be feeling suffering because it's painful, or I can choose to move on and I can transform myself. So what I did was in 1 month, I became so amazing. I did exercise and I was transformed. And there's another story I want to share with you is when I went to Las Vegas, I was working for a company. I was just working for someone. Like I'm not a CEO, whatever yet. I went to Las Vegas and I smelled this expensive. Like everybody's wearing brands, expensive, right? I was there. I was starting to think, oh my gosh, who am I? I'm just someone who works for someone. I start to shrink, right? I start to feel small. But then that moment, it transformed my life again. Hang on a minute. Who am I? It's not that important. But who I am becoming is way more important. So from that moment, in my mind, I imagine a queen version of me walking on the red carpet. And you know what? I became so confident. I walked and say hi to people around me, feeling like I'm the queen in the house, even though I'm not as expensive as them yet. And that was me. The reason why I'm sharing these stories with you is because I want you to remember you are young doesn't mean you're not good enough. You're young just because you're not there yet. So don't give up. And every time when anything's attacking you, remember who are you is important, but who are you becoming is way more important. Remind yourself the queen version of you and the king version of you. Just a little bit background why I'm here. In fact, I didn't just run a network and do everything. I also have contributed writing 6 books so far. And the 3 books lately actually helped 21 global leaders in the logistics industry who never believed they would become influential or well-known, be heard, be seen, I almost said be told. But then they be recognized through this journey, 21 global authors just through this journey. I'm so honored to be in the journey. And I realized that logistics people are way more underestimated. That's why I'm the warrior standing in front of you guys and telling you guys, you're amazing. Round of applause to you guys, please. Round of applause. Now, in order to prove you how awesome you are, because sometimes we feel like we don't feel we're awesome. We don't feel logistics is very popular, whatever. Let me give you 2 factors, right? This is the reason. This number one thing, if you look at the screen, look at the 2023 logistics industry is 9.7 trillion, and then it's expecting to reach out to 14.437 trillion by 2030. It's a huge industry. And secondly, if you look at that, the jobs, it provides 60 million jobs in the world. I think it's way more than that. It's just written as 60 million. Now, you look at these things. Guys, when you wake up, you got things on your table, Indian curry, Chinese tea, whatever that is. Do you think it's magic, the things just appear on your table? No. It's because there are people behind the scenes, which are you guys, to make it happen. And then most importantly is, during COVID, there were 12 billion vaccines shipped, right? You didn't pay attention because you were in the midst of this craziness. But it's you guys who are moving the world. And in fact, the most importantly, I think this is pretty awesome, is 120 million people is fed by you guys, by logistics people, every single year because of us. So in short, remember this. This is what I want you to take away. Remember that logistics, which is you guys, are the heartbeat of humanity. We're not just moving boxes. We're not just saying, oh, the shipment, the container. We are the heartbeat of humanity, guys. And if you still don't believe me, you can keep going. Next slide, I'll show you. Now I'll prove to you why you don't feel significant. Because look at this. Turkey, I'm sorry, I put you on there again. All right, so Taylor Swift has so many followers, right? The problem is nowadays everybody's turned their eyes to their Hollywood superstars. And come on, guys, subscribe FIATA. Subscribe, follow Mr. Turger. He's way more significant than just someone influential person on the internet, whether Trump. I don't want to talk about politics here, by the way, but all I'm trying to say here is you guys are in the best industry, the most significant industry in the world. But it starts from you. So subscribe FIATA and follow Mr. Turger. Now, next thing I want to share with you, look at this. So here's the thing. When you start a speech, there's usually two side effects. One is either I'm going to uplift you or I'm going to upset you. But I want to share one story quickly is 10 people went into the seminar. There's only one person came out transformed. Why? Tell me why. Why? They have similar background, language, everything. Because the mountaintop is never crowded. And I want you guys to be the 10% today. If that's you, give yourself a round of applause. If that's not you, you don't clap. Whoa, there's only one person want to be 10% on the mountaintop. All right, so here's the thing. Which is your tummy right now? I know I'm going to offend many people. Yeah, I know. But here's the proof. You guys are all this, six packs. That's you guys. Yeah, it's you guys. We are in the six packs logistics industry because every day it's a lot of suffering, pain. This is the thing. When you walk to the gym, the normal people walk to the gym, ow, it hurts. I look pretty good. I don't need gym. They left. But logistics people come in, ow, give me more. I want more. Is that you? If that's you, shout out, it's me. Is that you? Yes, it's you. And this is our industry. You guys are training your six packs every single day. And that's the proof. Now, you all know you're that part, not this part, okay? To conclude, logistics people, you know, in this world, we're talking about superheroes, but superheroes don't just wear capes. They never wear capes, okay? These fake ones wear capes. The real superheroes sometimes wear cargo pants and security jacket. And that's you guys. Logistics people are the daily superheroes. If you agree with me, give yourself a round of applause again. Yeah, you are superheroes. And I wanted to take you through a few things today because we're talking about great resilience and stay connected. And I'm going to show you how we can lead. And I'm going to share 3 leadership lessons plus 3 steps to lead the future of the industry. Now, the first thing I want to share is lesson number one is every no is not yet. There's a Instagram, nowadays we all use Instagram and all the social media. It's called the School of Hard Knocks. This guy is 23 years old. He interviews all the billionaires and millionaires in the world. And he will ask those people for 60 seconds, give the best lesson to the younger generations, how they can be successful. And then what I found, I've been watching all of this, like I don't really watch TV and nowadays, but I really like this whole thing. And I realized there's something in common, and this coincidentally, they are all talking about one thing. They said, hey, no means not yet. Don't take no as an answer. That's what they say. And I want to share with you this because I believe in leadership world, and even in your world, you cannot give up. If you give up already, there won't be Michael Jordan in the world. He failed 9,000 plus times before he became a legend. If we give up, we probably would actually sit in the room with candles because the light bulb would not ever be invented. And Thomas A. Edison failed 9,999 times until he succeeded. So I want to remind you, as a leader, you need to remember, keep going, never give up. And the second lesson I want to share with you is your network is your net worth. I'm so glad that you guys are here in this FIATA Congress because you never know the next customer, next person who gave you $1 million business or the person who helped you start your business is actually the one you met somewhere I met Mr. Turger long time ago, dinosaur age ago. That tells our age. But we're still connected. And we don't know. After so many years, we still have something we can do together because your network is your net worth. And I want to ask one more question. Whoever here has traveled more than one country, hands up. Like more than one country. I believe everybody, right? And how about you deal with someone more than one country in the world? Everybody. Because logistics is a golden mine. It is a global industry. Every day you're doing things, open your mind. Don't just think about national, think about international. And that's the lesson number 2. Your network is your net worth. If you haven't joined FIATA, join it. I don't get commission. I'm here to inspire you, to empower you to do the right thing for your future. Now, the lesson number 3. I went to Shanghai a year ago, and by the way, I'm a great AI embracer. I love AI things. I'm actually the first group of people using ChatGPT. But the problem is one day I went to Shanghai, and there's someone said, I'm going to send you the room key as a backup. Yeah, cool. And then the doorbell rang. I was like, oh, nice. Open the door. And this is your room key. Take it. And I was like, oh, my gosh. I was shocked, right? I was really panicking. It was like, I wish I've just seen some normal person just give me the key. I don't need a robot to give me the key. And I feel really bad. And the reason I'm sharing this story with you is because remember, being a leader, no matter what you do for business, it's never about profit. It's about people. If you want to be a great leader, you have to be a master of humanity. You have to understand about humans. Humans are not perfect. When I'm standing here, it doesn't mean I'm perfect. I'm not. None of us is. But that's the beauty about humanity. And remember, this is lesson number 3. Humanity is a key to solve all the problems. Now let's move to the 3 steps about leadership, how to lead. The first step, I have a lot of R words I can share, but I'll share 3 R's only. If you know how to do something, what to do, it's good. But if you don't know the why, it won't drive you through. So remember, the first lesson, the step is 3 R's. You review, reflect, realign to find your why. And what I do is I always write journals, write reflection every month, week, days, and also sometimes year as well, reflection. And it's amazing that you use these 3 steps, you will find your purpose. And the second step we can do is, I want you to do an activity with me right now, just 1 minute. We're going to have some fun, very quick. If you have a mobile phone, get it out, please. Please, we'll be quick. Mobile phone. Get your phone out, please. Yeah. Now turn on your camera, please, quick, because my time's running out. Get your camera. 3, 2, 1. Come on, get your camera. Now look at the camera. Look at the camera, and when I count to 3, please record. Because if you don't do this activity with me, I cannot explain to you why. Because you feel it. You feel the difference. Do it with me. Turn your camera and look yourself in the camera, and then the video mode. I'll count to 3. You say to yourself, "I am awesome," and then record it. Are you ready? I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Say it to the camera. I am awesome. Good. Thank you. Now, I want you to replay the video right now. I count to 3, and you replay. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now you replay the video and listen to yourself. Look at the camera. 3, 2, 1, go. Did you hear what you're saying? Okay. The reason why I'm playing this game with you is because this is a fascinating part about us. With the 3 M's, what happens is, if you have a great self-talk, your mouth says something that's really amazing, positive, your subconscious mind cannot tell what is right or wrong or true. If you say good things, your mind will look for good things. And in fact, human beings are very good at finding hits, not miss. In fact, when you say, oh, I have a bad day, you're going to look for everything to prove that you have a bad day. But if you say, I'm so grateful, you're going to look for everything to find you're grateful. And secondly, if you say something, your mind's going to align, and then your mind is also going to remind your action, which is emotion. So everything's interconnected. And the other thing is, for example, if your mind doesn't believe you can do something, tell me, will you try? Will you even do it? Will you even bother? You won't, right? Because your mind's always saying, nah, I can't do it. But if you are saying, I can do it, your mind's going to be so amazing. It's going to look for all the ways to find ways to do it. Because nothing is impossible. Remember the 3 M's. And the funny thing about us is we all want food every day. 3 meals a day or 2 meals. Different people have different culture. But the problem is we always want to sow tomato seeds, but we want to grow apples in our mind. We don't feed much mental food to our mind or spiritual food, but we want to grow all the success. It's impossible. And that's why when I come to the next step, which is significant, it's 3 L's. One of my clients, coaching clients, his company worth, if I'm not mistaken, $100 million. And he's actually a humble guy, still learning. And he said to me one day, Kristy, I'm going to put the 3 L's on my t-shirt. He's really, really excited. I was like, oh, thank you. Why? Because the first thing is average. The first thing is about live, right? And by the way, it's not because, it's not about. So my favorite teacher, Jim Rohn, once said, it's not about how long you live. It's about how you live. You need to live a fully life. You need to live a life with fulfillment. You know, just like the animals waking up and eat food and go to the toilet and, sorry, I don't want to go to details, but that means living has a difference about just be alive. And the second L is learning. Learning is significant, and the average top 500 CEOs globally, they read at least 60 books a year. When is the last time you read a book? How many books did you read? I told you I'm going to offend many people here, but that's not the point. The point is we can start anytime. And I'm going to introduce you for something on the screen, which you can scan the code as well, about learning. So I have 3 recommended books for you, but there are way more if you scan the code. I have invested after school, invested $100,000 or even more to learn and to read books. I've read so many best-selling books in the world. And what I have concluded is, guys, if you don't want to scan this, you're losing a big time because you're going to lose another 100,000 hours to look for which actual book is going to help you. Because I've learned every book has some golden nugget, but what I have concluded can really help you to achieve your success way faster. So you can scan the code. And the first book is Think and Grow Rich. You know, there's a guy called Russell Brunson. He helped raise a lot of billionaires. And he has this funnel. If you ever heard of ClickFunnels, he's the owner of ClickFunnels. He actually spent $1 million to buy the original of this book. And this book now is actually a movie. There's a movie right there. It's so popular. It has so much amazing wisdom you can learn from. And the second is the Bible. When I say Bible, you might be sensitive. It's not about religious. Because you know Bible has 5,000 years history. And it's actually written by 34 authors. And it has 66 books in that one small book. So there's more you can find out. And then the good news is we have some books to give away today. If you scan the code and everything, you go there, we're going to give you some copies for free. By the way, I pay a lot of tax in Vietnam. So the book is actually way more expensive than Amazon now. At the end, I want to share a story. I'm also human. I want to share a vulnerable story about myself. Okay, this sounds a bit heavy, but I'll be quick. So I was born, as I said, I was born in China, and my dad is always getting drunk every night. And I remember many nights I was hiding under the blanket. I was crying. So why is me? Why my family is so sad? Like, my dad always hit my mom, this domestic violence. This one day I remember my dad came home. I smelled the fear, the storm. And then again, my dad started to be so mad at my mom. My mom just did nothing wrong. He's just mad. He's just lacking things. And he started to smash my mom, kick her first. I was like, this time, I was so brave. I said, stop, Dad, stop. And I was crying. I was shaking because I was scared. And then, don't hit Mom. And then he was quiet. He paused. And then later he went into the room. I worked together with him in the room. I was crying still. And he said, you don't understand. You are still young. I said, Dad, I don't understand, but I love you. And I love Mom. The reason I'm sharing this story with you is because love can solve any problems in life. The good news here is my dad and mom are still together. And my dad is actually afraid of me because I became the warrior in the family. And I want to share this because love, whether it's leadership or in your relationship, anywhere, it can solve all the problems about relationship. But there's one thing I want to demonstrate for you for love. And we're going to finish this talk. So I'm going to share with you. You're going to be laughing, guys. Never forgive my dad. If a mom never forgive him, there's no love because love is forgiveness. And what happens is if I have so much dreams to chase in the future. Oh, I'm so happy, so excited. I want to run to the dream. But if I carry all these things, I want to ask you, do you have any trauma in your childhood? Like any bad memories? Hands up if you do. Everybody has. Everybody has. You're not alone. And it's not being weak. We're being strong. And I'm the same. So I want to share with you that if you have so many dreams you want to achieve, but if you're carrying the past with you, I cannot run. It's too heavy. I cannot run. I can walk slowly, but if you're willing to let go the past, and you have way more future because you are lighter and you can run faster for the future. And to end this speech, I want to share with you that if you wanted to become the leader that the industry needs, remember, who are you is your choice. Who are you becoming is also your choice. The choice is yours. Now, go and move the mountains. Thank you so much.